exercises for the back that directly transfers over to deadlifting, to weightlifting, a lot of sporting movements and stuff like that is the bend over row. But there's a couple of cues, simple cues that you need to keep in mind, and a couple of simple stuff that people do wrong. First, we'll go through what people are doing correctly. That's common. Oftentimes you see people pick up a bar and they squat too much into it, so the knee comes forward and they're kind of doing this. What you're going to do is refer back to the hip hinge video that we put out, teaching you how to do a proper hip hinge in regards to keeping the shins vertical and keeping the hips back whilst keeping the back straight. So you need to be able to get into that position and hold it as you do it. That's why in the video we said the hip hinge is so important, because it carries over to so many things. The deadlift, the good morning, bend over rows, stiff leg deadlifts, and so on. So the first thing you need to be able to get down pat is the hip hinge. So if you don't know how to do that correctly yet, go back to the video on the hip hinge and watch it. It's a very simple drill using a bench behind you that teaches you how to get into that position. So like I said, one of the main issues is people sort of become really quad dominant and they squat into the bend over row, and then they're just like brushing it up their thigh instead of leaning forward. So the aim is to be able to lean forward as much as you can, get your torso as parallel to the ground as you can, and hold that position by bracing tight and just going from there. Now some people are a little bit more upright, some people are a little bit more down. I prefer to be as parallel to the ground as possible. That's how I teach it. Or that's how we teach it here. So, kind of like this. You can do it two ways. You can either pick it up first and then get into position and begin, or from the ground you can just get into position from the ground and begin. Either way, it doesn't matter, just as long as you remember to keep a straight torso, so no rounding of the back. Everything's going to be tight, chest out, your torso rigid. Put all the tension in your hamstrings and your lower back and glutes. That's what's holding you there. And the knees are not to come forward. They should stay about on top of your ankles, roughly. So from here, let's just go start from the top here, down as far as you can without rounding the back. Hold it there. You want to pull to your belly button. It's a straight line up to your belly button. You don't want to be rubbing up your thigh. There's got to be a gap, somewhat of a gap between the bar and your legs as you're going up and down. You don't want to be resting the bar on anything, resting it on your thigh, or rubbing it on your thigh or anything like that. One more thing, when you're doing it, try to stay as strict as possible. So don't yank the bar. Don't do this. Try and stay strict as much as possible. Eventually you get to a weight where you can't stay that strict. You're going to yank a little bit, but at least try and minimize it as much as you can. So that's a very simple way to get through the bend over rows. Try it out, let us know how you go. We're going to be doing a little segment like this, where we're going to be basically answering your guys' questions. Not just me, but me and the other Adonis Athletics coaches and our panel of experts. So obviously we've got our newest addition to the team, Alex Fielding, who's very knowledgeable in movement and rehab. He's going to be chiming in on any questions that you may have that may be in relation to that. We've got our other coach, who you guys don't get to see much of, but he does some weightlifting. He's an excellent weightlifter. Philip Lau, he might chime in on some of the answers that you may have. So if you have any questions, just put them up on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, hashtag #AskAdonis, and we'll pick and choose the questions and we'll reply back to them, and hopefully we can help you guys with some of your training. So until next episode, this is Amir Fazeli, Adonis Athletics, over and out.
Sure, so there's a couple of things that it could be. First of all, it can be like a tendinopathy, like what we talked about last time, but of the long head of the bicep.
Yep.